My people, I'm so excited you're hanging with me today. My name's Jack, and today we're chilling in the chilliest, iciest, coolest place ever. Zip up your parkas, my friends, because we're at the base of a frozen waterfall. And you're looking at me thinking, Jack, what's the big deal with some frozen water? Well, I'm an extreme kind of guy. So I figured it was about time I introduced you to one of the most dangerous extreme sports you can find out here in the wild during the winter months. My people, meet ice climbing. Ice climbing, meet my people. You heard that right. Real people climbing real ice, just like you see behind me. Pretty cool, huh? As you can tell, this frozen phenomenon is so much more than a few ice cubes in your favorite soda or a snow cone you get at the fair. Here's the deal. There are some thrill-seeking adventurers who will spend hours, even days, with their faces flat against the side of an ice-covered mountain or frozen waterfall. Talk about cool. Check it. These people are climbing their way to the top just so they can get a view of God's creation that's unlike anywhere else in the world. That's some extreme trust. You know what I'm saying? Just think about this for a second. There aren't many winter sports that require more trust than ice climbing. These people have to rely on their gloves to keep their fingers from getting frostbite. And they've also got to trust that an avalanche isn't going to make its way down the mountain out of nowhere. With every swing of their ice tools, these climbers are trusting that the ice is just the right thickness and temperature. Because here's what's crazy. They can't see what's underneath. Get this picture in your head. If it's a thin layer of ice on top of the snow, it can't hold you. And if it's too cold, it could just break off and you're wiping out, no question. Climbers have to get this whole trust thing on lock because they can't see where they're digging their feet into either. That's why they wear special shoes that are kind of like cleats and can dig into the ice as they climb. Step by step, those extremists are trusting the spikes to stick into the ice and hold them up as they keep pushing their way to the top of that mountain. I bet I can guess what you're thinking at this point. You're like, but Jack, what happens if they slip? No worries, my friends. The wisest of ice climbers place ice screws in strategic places so they can clip in a rope and harness combo to catch them. And I'm just saying, there's some trust going on there too. When you really break it down, you can see that ice climbing requires a lot of trust. You've got to remember your training and really count on your equipment. But from a first-hand experience, it's most definitely worth it. When you finally reach the top, not only will you be giving yourself a pat on the back for your big deal accomplishment, you'll also be having your mind blown as you look out over God's beautiful creation from a place many people can only imagine. So what are we waiting for? Let's get after it. What's going on, friends? You want to know what makes me trust the ice? Well, it's not really about the ice at all. See, I've got my trust in something much bigger than water in frozen form. Check it. I've had to learn that it's cool to have a plan and all, but we can't possibly know everything that's going to happen. There's a story from the Bible about a guy named Joseph. He was minding his own business, engaged to a girl named Mary. He was super excited to marry her, but one day he learned that Mary was going to have a baby. Joseph was definitely not cool with that, because they weren't married yet, and he knew the baby wasn't his. Joseph was a solid guy, and because of that, he didn't want to cause people to think badly about Mary. So he just planned to call the marriage off behind the scenes. But after Joseph had the breakup all planned out, an angel from the Lord came to him in a dream. The angel said, "Joseph, son of David, don't be afraid to accept Mary as your wife. The baby inside her is from the Holy Spirit." Wait, what? Yep, you heard that right, my people. But there's even more. The angel continued by saying, "Mary will give birth to a son. You will name him Jesus. Give him that name because he will save his people from their sins." That's so cool. God did all of this to fulfill his promise that a special woman would be pregnant and give birth to his own son. When Joseph woke up, he did what the Lord's angel told him to do. Joseph married his girl Mary and became the earthly father to God's son Jesus. Joseph did not doubt God's plan, but instead, he trusted that God was at work doing something good, even though he couldn't see it right then. And Joseph's friendship with God grew as he trusted him. I don't know about you, but after hearing that story, I realized that God has a plan for every single person. And because of that, I know I can trust him in everything. So whether it's something super cool like ice climbing or something a little harder like having a hard time with my friends, I know that I can trust God.
Light in the darkness, my God, that Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't